Vamos, brothers, this is your boy JT, and welcome to an inaugural episode, the inaugural episode of the Peacock Post, a series like nothing ever before it. It is a brand new series, and a series that is not going to be daily, it's not going to be weekly, it is going to come when you need it, when you most crave it, desire it. It will deliver. That is right. Whenever there is breaking news surrounding Leeds United, something topical, something that we as a unit need to sit down and have a little talk about, that is when the Peacock Post delivers straight to your door in a morning, on an evening, on a Tuesday, Monday, any day of the week, and twice on a Sunday. The Peacock Post is here to deliver, and we have some mouth-watering information to dig our gnashers into and have a little conversation about. So, if you would help support me, support you, and subscribe, and tick that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future content. But I think it's about time we got into the Peacock Post. Oh, and that is right. The first story is, of course, surrounding Victor Orta, my twin brother. Some people may have said one of the most tactical scouting geniuses that the footballing game has ever seen. Could he potentially be on his way over to London, over to the capital, where Chelsea apparently have a very keen eye out on him? That is right. Chelsea, not satisfied with the destruction their Oilers caused the planet over the past decade, not satisfied with the destruction of brain cells that their footballers caused over this past year, and certainly not satisfied with their pursuit for Rafinha last summer, are now targeting Victor Orta. The Blues have, of course, been looking for a sporting director over recent times, and Christoph Freund had been in pole position to take up the post after positive talks with the Premier League side. However, Freund has now opted to stay at Red Bull Salzburg. Now, this has caused big problems for Leeds United because one of the names on the shortlist is, of course, Victor Orta. Victor Orta is a man who I know he divides a lot of opinions among Leeds fans, but a man for me we cannot afford to lose. A man who is imperative to everything good things that Leeds United have done. A man who is imperative to everything that Leeds United are going to do moving forward. And a man that has made some stellar acquisitions during his time at Ellen Road. According to a report from The Telegraph, Orta is one figure who has been discussed behind the scenes at Stamford Bridge. However, it is not 100% clear as to whether they will fully go in for the Spaniard and as to whether he will accept that. Now, obviously, he's had a very mixed response whilst at Leeds United, and the main thing that people do turn to in his credit is not that he took a photograph with me and told me all about the insides of his transfer business, which, let's just say, if you want the scoop, then I could keep you in the loop. Make sure you subscribe to find out more about that coming up. But for his scouting of that man, we all know him and we all love him. Well, most of us love him. That man, Marcelo Bielsa, of course, basically saying, hey, why not? Why not go and get him? And it did end up working for Leeds United. But since then, there's been a lot of mixed opinions about him, especially last year. A lot of people blaming him for our lack of investment. A lot of people blaming Bielsa for our lack of investment. There's a lot of blame all round for our lack of investment. But I think we should just have a little gloss over some of the moves that Victor Orta did make while he was in charge of the helm of Ellen Road. That didn't work out. About bloody time. And the first season he did come to us was obviously that 17-18 season, signing in the summer of 2017. And in that summer, let's have a little look at this. Let's be fair to him. He had to let go of our star striker, Chris Wood. Chris Wood sold to Burnley for £14.76 million, a move he had to facilitate, and then had to facilitate the strengthening of the squad around it. So what key signings did he make? I mean, look at some of these names. Household names at Leeds United within his first summer. Adam Forshaw, Pontus Jansson, Samu Saiz, Tyler Roberts, Edgan Alioski, Matthias Klitsch. 6 household names at Ellen Road over the past 3, 4, 5 years. 6 names that have been imperative to Leeds United building up to the Premier League. I know Samu Sage wasn't there. I know Pontus Jansson wasn't there the last year we got promoted either, but they still played a key role in getting us up in that first season. It was unfortunate under Bielsa that we weren't able to get promoted that year, but they still played a vital role in that year. Some other key names as well: Bailey, Peacock, Farrell, Osimboy, Matthew Pennington. I thought he was going to be a big one from Everton. Pierre-Michel Lasogga, the club legend himself. See, how can you hate Victor Orta when he's bringing in players like Pierre-Michel Lasogga? I know I do have to talk about the season before when we technically did bring in Pontus Jansson on loan, so you could argue that maybe that doesn't quite fully count as an Orta signing. And then in the next season, we did go big again. Mateusz Bogarts, again, who a lot of people thought was going to be the predecessor, or rather the next coming, the second coming of Mateusz Klich. Unfortunately, that hasn't worked out. Patrick Bamford, arguably his best signing to date, £7.1 million from his former club Middlesbrough. What a signing that has turned out to be. Barry Douglas, Izzy Brown, unfortunately, again, another player I had really, really high hopes for at Leeds. Kiko Casilla as well. Jack Harrison, a massive, massive acquisition. One of the best players in the Premier League right now. Again, another signing from Victor Orta. Again, we go into the next summer. Eddie Nketiah, great loan signing. Unfortunately, didn't work out for him, but another great loan signing. Ben White, fantastic loan signing. And a signing, if we could have made permanent, would have been absolutely sensational. Ilan Meslier, Helder Costa, played a vital role in getting us up. Unfortunately, didn't work for him. Ilan Meslier, whoo! Best goalkeeper in the world, mate. These are some top signings from Victor Orta. You could say, look, the summer before, if we are going to add a counterpoint, a little caveat, the summer before in 16-17, we did start to make some good acquisitions. We're talking Kemar Roof. We're talking Liam Bridcut. Wrong name. Luke Ayling. I'm talking Hadi Sacco. I keep getting the names all up. I'm talking Pablo Hernandez. I know, how can I mix up Hadi Sacco and Pablo Hernandez? Bloody criminal, I'd say. Because obviously Hadi Sacco is just a touch above him, alright? Who could forget Rob Green either? Some top signings coming in the year before as well, especially compared to the few summers that predecessed those ones. So you do have to add a little bit of balance, but since then I think he's done a stellar job as owner of Leeds. I think we've seen this year that, look, I think they're good signings, man. I think I'm really excited with these signings that we've made. I really like them. Yes, we should have spent more, in my opinion. I really do think so. I think he really wanted to get Cody Gakpo. We do have to look at that Cody Gakpo move now, actually, to add a little bit more caveat. Apparently, Leeds did mess that one up just a little bit because the deal, whilst it was 43 million euros, first of all, came too little, too late, in my opinion. But also, according to Brands, who told Red Bull International, it was a 30 million plus 13 with 2 million of the bonuses realistic. For example, we get 6 million if they made it to the Champions League. So look, he put a little clause in there, which is that Leeds would have to make it to the Champions League in order for us to pay off Gakpo. Now, you can look at this two ways. One of them, he's being stingy, he's trying to be cheeky because he doesn't think we'll make it there. Another one, he really has confidence of us getting to the Champions League within the next couple of years, the next 2 to 3 years, which I actually do really like the sounds of. For me, I think Victor Orta, it would be a massive, massive mistake to let him go. I think he is a top director of football. And for what we can get with the money right now, he's smart, he's sharp, he has a good eye for a bargain. And he's the perfect director of football for us right now. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section down below. Though, now, in other Leeds United news, the Times journalist shares if Leeds United's stadium Ellen Road is set to host Euro 2028 games, and they're saying that Leeds United are not going to be able to host the 2028 Euro games. Apparently, the 10 stadiums that are in contention are Villa Park Stadium, MK, Old Trafford, the Etihad, Bramley Moor, Dock Ground, obviously Everton's new stadium, Stadium of Light, St James's Park, the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, the London Stadium, and Wembley. Ellen Road apparently not in contention for that. Does this have something to do with potentially the increased stadium we're trying to get? Maybe because it's not going to be there in time, which would be criminal. I think it actually has to be there in a couple of years by the plan they're talking about. But nonetheless, it does look like Ellen Road along with Anfield are not going to be considered for that. Another big breaking story surrounding Leeds is that Leeds United star striker Patrick Bamford is apparently going to be on his way back to Ellen Road. That is right, it's a huge boost for Leeds United. Patrick Bamford is apparently going to be fit and raring to go for our return game against Aston Villa. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant news. Phil Hay also came out saying that one man who will not be fit and raring to go for our next game is Giancarlo Poveda, to be precise, and a player who is not in contention for featuring at Ellen Road at all. Apparently, he is going to be nowhere near the first team. Brendan Aronson wants to be a legend for Leeds. Another story that was coming out recently. Brendan Aronson came out saying, I want to be a club legend for Leeds United. I want to wear the crest. I want to be here for many, many years to come. Brilliant, brilliant stuff, especially when you couple that with Victor Orta's Champions League ambitions. Things are starting to look a little bit exciting at Ellen Road. Hey, don't shoot the messenger. But things are starting to look a little bit tasty. And finally, still on the topic of Victor Orta, Cody Gakpo is apparently still a top target for Leeds United and someone that we do want to sign in the upcoming transfer window. Let me know what you guys think about all of this down in the comment section down below. Do you think Victor Orta is a man that we cannot afford to get rid of? Do you buy much into the Chelsea links? Let me know what you guys think there in the comment section down below. But for now, guys, I will see you very, very soon. Au revoir, my brothers and my sisters. Hello.